statements of support of opposition. Please limit your testimony to the criteria for vested rights. We do have a speaker signed up at this point, Mr. Larry Downs Jr.
John, expand that full page.
I do.
Good morning, sir. Please state your name
Morning.
and address.
Larry Downs Jr., 12156 Haveburg Drive, Pensacola, Florida. And, you know, there's been, you're supposed to keep it to the facts relevant to the vested rights case. Well, I believe several board members have not kept it relevant. Speaking broad terms such as dwellings, mobile home dwellings are not safe. What does that have to do with vested rights? You know, so let's try to keep that straight as well. Real quick, staff doesn't work for the board. One of the board members just said that. Staff works for us, we the people. Y'all work for we the people. Volunteer, I'm on the board just like y'all. I don't work for the government, I work for the people. Same as y'all, same as staff. So, and we the people are fed up. We're fed up with this government overreach. What kind of grown man, or woman for that matter, wants to set up a system to where we have to come in here and beg permission for our own vested rights, for our own property? I mean, that's sad. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not that guy. I don't want to have to beg government. It's ridiculous. And I owned a mobile home, bought it brand new in 2003, went through the hurricane on Bayou Grande, on the canal, in Bayou Grande Villas. It made it through, had 2 foot of water go through it. We cleaned it up, had it back operating in about probably 6 weeks max. Sheetrock up this high, it was a well-built mobile home. But a dwelling is a dwelling. You know, Alan wants to, or a board member wants to basically restrict these because they don't fit aesthetically and they don't improve property values. Too bad. That's the cost of freedom. I'm willing to pay it.
Pause time, please. I've never said that. I've always said we're vulnerability to disaster. Please
Okay,
take time.
I'm going to that, which I just did, I addressed that. It's nonsense. There's no more vulnerability than any other. It's a luck of the draw. And by the way, I, as a United States citizen, don't need my government protecting me. Ain't none of us getting out of here alive. Why do I want government protection and a place to put my sheepish head? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna face a storm myself. I don't want all that. And most of these people don't. You know, the majority. How about we move the needle a little more towards liberty? You know, that's what our country was founded upon, liberty. Property rights, prosperity, all coming from liberty, not safety. Safety is what I believe many government representatives are pushing their agenda. It's not right. These people should be allowed to have their mobile home, and y'all or any other government should not be denying them their property rights. And the attorney here was correct. The state has some statutes. Matter of fact, there's one even better than the state statute protecting dwellings. The 14th Amendment, equal protection of the laws. Y'all have already allowed the Hawkins family to have a mobile home on their property where it wasn't zoned for it. Equal protection of the laws means that y'all have to allow these people the same rights to have a dwelling of their affordability. It would be against the Constitution of the United States of America for y'all to deny these people and grant the Hawkins family the same right. It's wrong. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Downs. Thank you. Melissa, you know, I hope I'm reading it correctly. Please be sworn in and state your name and address for the record.
You solemnly swear affirm the testimony about to give in this case be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you.
I do.
Just spell your last name.
Pino, P as in Peter, I, N as in Nancy, O. First name Melissa, M-E-L-I-S-S-A. Thank you, and this is such a heated discussion that my glasses busted apart, so I'm sorry. I'm a little green here. 413 Southeast Providence Drive, Pensacola, Florida. I wanted to thank Mr. Pyle because, as is so often the cases I'm finding in these meetings, you are such a voice of reason for moderation and succinctly stating something. Just from layman's terms, this is so confusing. And just as I thought you did an excellent job of guiding the discussion on the pop-up car sales, you just cut right to the heart of the matter. As a citizen, I have spent hours now, and as a newbie, on planning in general, trying to figure out the various layers of planning. I can't get it. And that is no, I am not criticizing Horace and his staff, because I know how hard they're working on bringing things into more workability and making more sense. And Mr. Gray, with all due respect, there's no reason to be texting city planners. You've got all of the experts you need right here at this county table.
The last time I texted a building official of a jurisdiction adjacent to our jurisdiction because I knew they would be able to answer the question which was presented earlier, and I couldn't get answer from our current present staff because the building official wasn't here. You may unpause their time.
Thank you for pausing the time. I appreciate that very much. So I know that I'm going to mess things up in what I'm about ready to say per the planning, because I can't get it straight, even no matter how hard I try. But it doesn't matter how many BOA meetings I attend and the planning meetings. I just keep running up against these chicken or the egg questions where if I'm somebody trying to get development done, I don't know how on earth which end to start on. Do you start with locational criteria, or do you start with zoning? Do you start with land use or zoning, if I'm saying it right, or do you start with the overlays? And then so many people don't even know these things exist. And then once you do know they exist, thank goodness I've got Kevin's help, because he's become something of a master of working through all the different layers of the zoning. Technically speaking, on the computer, so that you can read them and pull out the variables and things you need. Lots of browsers and computers don't even allow to navigate those things easily. So all I wanted to encourage, and with Larry, I am very much on the side of letting these people have the dwelling that they need and want on this property, but just that there continues to be improvement with transparency and information, and that time and again, I keep seeing people come who thought they were doing okay with what they were trying to work towards, only to find at the end that there's a snafu, and then have to start unraveling it from the beginning. So if we could have continued improvement on that, and I know that it would cause Horace less headaches too, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pino.